Hello everyone, it's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my February bullet journal setup. Yay! It feels like January both went by like super quickly and super slow. Like January really makes you feel all 31 days, huh? It's like that lull after all the hustle and bustle of the holidays. The weather's just like dreary and miserable in New England, at least. I know other parts of the world it's different, but I live in New England, so it's basically just been cloudy and gray and not even that much snow. Like, I would kind of not mind if it was like a little snowy and prettier. Not like so much snow that I can't go outside and like go to work comfortably, but like a little bit of snow just to like give the trees that little like twinkle, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just talking nonsense at this point, but yeah, kind of a dreary January. Looking forward to February and hopefully it not feeling so dragged out, you know? And you know, the days are starting to get a little smidgen longer. I notice when I get out of work now, it's not pitch black outside, it's just starting to get dark, which is refreshing. I always like seeing it gradually get lighter and lighter this time of year as we are moving towards springtime, right? So yeah, for my February bullet journal, I am doing one of these little heart cakes for the cover page. I just think they're so cute. Maybe they're a little like out of style now, is that the word I'm looking for? They're not like the in now thing anymore. I think last year they were a little bit more popular, but I just couldn't help it. I really wanted to draw one, and I just kind of am sticking with a pink theme for everything. Very classic Valentine themed for this one. So I am using my Sakura Pigma Micron pen to outline pretty much everything in this. I forget which size I was using. I did show it at the beginning though. And then I am only using Crayola Super Tips markers to color everything in. And then I tried several different white gel pens. Mine are starting to get kind of dried up and gunky, so I might have to get a new one. Although I'm thinking about getting like a fine tip marker, paint marker instead. They just seem to work better. All the gel pens that I use tend to be a little bit more see-through, and when I'm adding white highlights, I don't want them to be see-through. I want them to be vibrant and really pop, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's all the supplies I think I used throughout everything. I was maybe going to add washi tape, and then I felt like there was kind of too much going on throughout everything. Maybe on the like weekly pages I'll add some washi tape, but didn't end up using the washi tape for the rest of it. And then kind of for everything else, I went away from that sort of sweets and cupcake, heart cake theme, and I'm doing more of like a love letter-esque theme, just because it seemed like it would be easier to make little sections to write in and whatnot. So each square of the calendar is meant to look more like a stamp. I didn't draw it like a box with the like, what do you call it, ruffle outline. I just did ruffles, so it kind of gives stamp. I think with all the little envelope things around, it kind of gives off stamp a bit more than it would just by itself. But at the top, I just wrote February, put a little card and some little hearts, keeping it very simple, cute, simple. And this pink, I think I am running out of completely. It looked like it was working just fine, and then towards the end it was really struggling, that like light pink I used for everything. But yeah, I made a little section for goals, and up at the top I'll just leave that for notes. Oh, and I think this is one of the zebra mild liners that I'm using to do the numbers that you can't really see because it's so light a pink, but I did use that to highlight the days of the week as well. And then for habits, tracking quite a few things this month. Trying to get my life together a bit more. I started a sourdough starter, so I'm going to keep track of when you have to feed that, because if you don't know, with sourdough you have a thing called a starter, and that's essentially going to work like how your yeast would with any other type of bread to help it like bubble and rise and be like a fluffy bread instead of like a solid brick kind of. That's way dumbing it down. Look up sourdough if you want more info on actual like science behind sourdough. But basically with your starter, you have to like feed it flour and water pretty much every day so that it will stay like healthy and usable basically. So I want to make sure I'm doing that and not forgetting. I want to make sure I'm working out, taking my vitamins, reading, doing my skincare, all that fun stuff. And I thought these little envelopes with little hearts for each day would be super cute. I definitely saw something like this on Pinterest, so that's where I get all the best bullet journal ideas, is on Pinterest. I don't know, does that make me old? Do people still use Pinterest for things? I think it's still a spot for like vision boards and stuff, right? Get an aesthetic, make sure things look pretty, kind of a thing. That's what Pinterest is for. And then on this other side, I'm just making a space for brain dump so I can write down any other thoughts, things that pop up throughout the month, things I want to work on for Etsy, art-wise, things I just want to remember to do that don't really have a spot anywhere else, just any random things that pop up, I can just spew down in this area and compile them elsewhere later. This page I feel like is giving Barbie for whatever reason. I think it's that color pink that I use to write habits and brain dump. It's just giving me Barbie logo vibes. But anyway, this is the flip through of how everything turned out. If you'd like to see some weekly spreads, I will plan on posting a couple on my TikTok, which is shop R100red. No, it's R100red. My Instagram's shop R100red. Go check those out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!